Hey, how's it going there, yo pal Jim and Ashley? Both of us. We are here in the car on Tuesday, going to pick up auction stuff. I- It's it's not that exciting. Picked up a few lots, spent a bit of money, got some stuff to list on eBay, so we're gonna go pick it up down at Milford. We don't have to travel too far, which is nice. And we'll have a bunch more stuff to list, and we still have stuff to list at home. Just this auction, you know, the auction came up and there was stuff to buy, so I, had to buy it. It's just kind of how it goes. Uh, when I say we have stuff to list at home, we probably have a day's worth of stuff. Like it's not a ton of stuff. Um,
Yeah, I guess we are getting down to it.
yeah, we're getting down to the end. So we'll show you a bit of the insides of the auction facility. It's not an auction house. It's just like a warehouse type place where they set up everything for you to pick up. Um, and you're kind of on your own. You got to walk around with your sheet, find your numbers, and all that. I don't think we've picked up from this one before. I don't think they have somebody that walks around with you. If they do, then I won't be able to video. But if they don't, then I'll take a couple of quick shots. But um, yeah, so we'll see what that's all about. Then I'll give them a shout out during this video if I am able to. So, um, so they get a close. So, yeah, we're heading down to Milford for that. Um, and it's only about a 20-minute drive. So, um, what I thought I would talk about, and it's a comment that Freddie made about a week ago now, I guess, maybe a little bit. Um, when I brought up in a comment, like reselling is a lifestyle to me. And then Freddie commented that when I talk about the reselling lifestyle, it reminds him of like a bored housewife starting a business. Like that's what it feels like to him. Um, and I'm paraphrasing. I don't have the exact. Um, but I disagree to an extent. I understand where he's coming from, um, but I disagree to an extent. I think when I say reselling is a lifestyle, this business is a lifestyle to me. I think anybody that is passionate about their business, that business is a lifestyle to them. Um, if you own a restaurant, that's your lifestyle. That's your whole life. That's your livelihood. That's you're in it, 10, 12, 15 hours a day. Um, and that's basically what I mean, but it's more like you're working the business basically all the time. You're always looking for a flip. You're always looking for a deal to make money on. But you're also living your life as cheaply as you possibly can. Like we drive really modest cars. We don't go crazy with the BMWs and all that. That used to some resellers are like, oh, look at this car that I just bought. And it's like $100,000 car. Like that's stupid. We would never do that. Even if we had the money, we wouldn't do that. Our house we bought cheap. We could have afforded much more of a house because over COVID we sold a ton, and we showed on our tax returns a really big business. But we didn't buy as big a house as we could because we don't want that size mortgage, right? So, and not incurring debt and all of that, like that's all part of the lifestyle, just living as cheap as you can. And it goes way down to like buying food as cheap as you can, going to grocery outlets instead of like the Publix, Harris Teeter, whatever the Trader Joe's, the Whole Foods, like whatever the top end grocery store is by you. Um, you know, maybe shopping a little bit cheaper, going to Aldi's instead. Um, that kind of thing. And then being able to spend time with your kids, and, this thing. um, you know, with the people that you really love, and having that time is all part of it too. It's not just a job. It's a life. Um, and part of that life is basically working it every spare second that you have. So that's it. Do you have anything to say?
The only thing I would say is something I've said 100 times before. To each their own. Do what makes you happy. Do what works for you. We've been doing this for 14 years. I don't even know. Like forever. This is what works for us.
Right.
If it doesn't work for you, that's fine.
Right.
Find what does.
Right.
You don't have to do what we do.
Definitely working your way.
Right. You don't have to do it the way we do it. We're not like, this is the only way that works. You have to do it this way. No.
Right.
Maybe it doesn't work for you.
Right.
That's okay.
We just show our way to give folks entertainment. Like,
Right. And
we hope to be like just like when I was driving and delivering DoorDash and Spark and all of that, like it can be a lonely thing. So, we hope to be the video that is like your compadre while you're listing, taking pictures or shipping or whatever, so entertainment first, and two, a little bit of info, right? What we sold, how to ship things, maybe the way that we do things, and maybe you take that information and you add it to your business in your own way, right? So I don't know where to go.
I don't know. The biggest key is just keep an open mind.
Right.
I mean,
and that's from the information you take in to the sourcing that you do to
all of it.
All of it. I mean, everything. So, all right. I gotta stop and get some cash. Let's get some cash. Let's go pick up our stuff, and then we gotta stop at Walmart, get coffee.
That's weird.
What? We have the Dunkin' in this Walmart is actually very good, so we're gonna go get coffee in Walmart.
You need a box.
And I need a box, so let's go do that.
Skip that for now and do 626.
Okay.
So we can get the box.
Okay. So we're looking for each lot is numbered, and we just gotta find the numbers. So we're looking for 6.
That's 627. So
That's 727.
Oh.
I think we're over here somewhere.
You think what?
Is that it? Nope, that's 645. What is it? What are we looking for?
It's 625 and 626 is Christmas houses too.
Okay. So let's look for Christmas houses. Back there? Right here? Yes. So I paid $4 for this lot. It's 50 cents a house.
Right now.
All right, we got our auction stuff. Winnie the Pooh. And a bunch of other stuff in the back there. Got our box. FedEx is dropped off. We got coffee. I finished mine already. We ordered less ice, and I forgot that they're really good about their ice, so I don't have to order less ice. We got lunch. We ordered lunch from this place called the Chicken House. It's chicken. Now we got to go home, eat some lunch, unload the car, go through what we got, make some money. So, yes, that's always the plan, every single day. So yeah, let's get home and see what we got. See what kind of fun stuff we're making money on this week. I think we got some good stuff. I don't know. It's very dusty. A lot of it needs to be cleaned. It's all kind of dirty. But that's the way it goes with auctions sometimes. A lot of times with like estate auctions where you're picking up from the house, that stuff is clean because it's inside somebody's house. Cleaner. Yes. It's not always clean. Cleaner. Because it's inside somebody's house. This stuff is like, hey, I found this in the backyard.
Oh, the garage.
Or, yes, deep inside somebody's garage that's been buried for 30 years. And they pull it out, it's all crusty, dusty. They don't bother to clean it up. They just throw it out. They just send it to the auctioneer, and they're like, okay. They picture it as is. It's up to us to clean it, which we will do to, get max value out of it. But there's some good stuff there. And then there's stuff that, I bought stuff in like table lots this auction. That was the name of, that was the way this auction went. There was 2 lots that I knew I was going to make money on, good money on. So I paid up for one of those lots. One of those lots I was surprised I won at that price. And then Christmas houses were like a last minute, like, why is this stuff going for $4? Okay, I'll buy it. And then like there were 2 or 3 lots where it's like this whole table of stuff for whatever I want it for. I don't even know. But it ended up being like maybe 25 cents an item, maybe 50 cents an item. So we got a bunch of stuff, and we got Winnie the Pooh, which is not licensed. It's like a carnival prize thing, but sometimes vintage carnival prize stuff can go for decent money. So even though it's not official Disney, I don't think. I got to look at the tag. I think it's just like a, hey, come to my weird, creepy carnival with rides that might fall apart and play this old game that might break down and fall on top of you. And we'll give you this Winnie the Pooh look-alike. I think that's what that is.
Right. Winnie the Pooh was kind of creepy.
Right. So, and it's like, I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, let's go see what we got. All right, guys, we're back home. Lunch has been eaten. We actually cleaned up our spot a bit here. You can see some Christmas houses down there. I'm not going to go through the Christmas houses, nor am I going to go through that box that Ashley just brought in. It's just floodlights that was part of one of these lots that I just had to take home because it was just part of the lot. There's actually a lot like sticker from a previous auction. I guess a lot just didn't sell, or somebody left it because they didn't want to take it home. I'm not that kind of guy. I'll take home everything that I bought. If I bought it, then I got to take it home, right? So I'm not going to go through everything that we bought because there's a lot. We spent $154 on everything, and I may make that back with one sale that we'll get to. So let's start with this boom box. It's a Panasonic. My grandma and grandpa used to have this boom box, so it was sitting in their living room, and I just remember it as a kid, so I thought it was cool. Just for nostalgia reasons for me. There's no battery cover, but that's not the end of the world with these old ones. It does have the plug, which is important, so we'll test that, make sure it works. If it does work, that's like 40 to 50 bucks right there. And if you watched my video when I was going through this stuff, here's the cheese box. I call them cheese boxes. I don't know what they are. Hat box. This is a hat box because there's a hat in it. So, and it's lined. So hat box with a, looks like a handmade hat, like a little, like almost like a doily. Like it's a little lady's hat with Christmassy stuff on it. So I don't think that'll get anything. I don't think the hat box will get anything. That may be a donate thing, but that's not why I bought this lot. Actually, the box side is kind of cool with the floral thing. That's very like bohemian kind of. The top is just deer blah. Meh. I don't know. One of the things I paid up for is a lot of 3, 6, 9, 11 of these James Bond glasses from 1970s. This is 1979 Moonraker. We've got 11 of them. I don't know what the complete series is. That's The Spy Who Loved Me from 77, Roger Moore. There's another Spy Who Loved Me, another Moonraker, another Moonraker, A View to a Kill's another. I wonder if they're all Roger Moore. Yep, Roger Moore, Roger Moore, Roger, yep. So they're all Roger Moore from the 70s. So we got 11 of them. I paid $35. They're going for anywhere from $25 to $35 per glass. So we got 11 of them for $35. So one sale, yeah, I'll say 2 sales. 2 sales should pay for the whole lot of these, right? So that's that. We did pick up some coolers as part of that radio lot. So we've got 2. This is a Rubbermaid. That's a GOT, which GOT's a good brand to look for. And then I got a bigger Playmate down here. I'm not going to show you a cooler. That's kind of boring. We picked up this book of 100 Williamsburg, Virginia postcards. So individually, probably $2 to $3 a card, maybe as much as $5 a card, maybe $7 a card if there's something really unique in there. Just looking at the backs of them, they're not postmarked or anything, they're unused, which helps. So if I sell the whole book, I'd probably get like $100 for it. So and I think I paid like $15 for this lot. So I could pull up the auction so I can speak intelligently about how much I paid for this stuff. But postcards are wildly hit or miss. I used to buy postcards all the time in Alabama at an auction down there. But I would spend like $40 on like 500 and then sell them. Sometimes I get $20, sometimes I get, I'd have to lot 10 together for, 10 or 15 bucks. So, yeah, but they can be very, very good. So let's pull up my past bids. I've got like these auctions on every single computer that I have scattered around the house, and I'm not logged in on this one because I haven't checked it in a while. There's a bag here. I don't know what's in it. Okay, I spent 12 bucks on that lot, so not bad, right? This is a mishmash of stuff. There's some smaller Christmas house items. This is a Max or Lee Max, or however you say it. St. Nicholas Square, which is like Kohl's exclusive. Some people collect that, so not good this time of year. But when you, I spent between $4 and $6 on 3 different lots, and I got probably 20 to 25 pieces. So $1 a piece, maybe less, 50 cents to $1 a piece on this stuff. So it's going to be impossible for me to not make a profit on this stuff. Impossible. The question is, do I sell it now or do I wait? Picked up this bag for $2. It's huge. Not huge. It's big. It's a big burlap bag. Bemis seeds. So that's a seed bag. Picked it up for $2. These are selling for $20, $25. Not a huge sale. It's just one of those, nobody's going to buy it, so I'll buy it for $2, you know? That's the bag.
I'm just going to put that right over there.
And then the rest of this is vintage thermoses. Like here's the G.I. Joe. Here's is this Star Wars? No. It's a 1979 Walt Disney. I can't figure out what that is right off the top of my head. But Black Hole from Walt Disney Production. Okay. There's a Star Wars. And there's a Star Wars. So those are, I mean, again, not great, but okay. And then there's a bunch of like coloring books, a Mad Magazine, Battlestar Galactica coloring book. There's a Star Wars notebook, which is probably not, I mean, the magazines and coloring books and stuff are probably nothing. Actually, the activity books, if they're not colored, it might be something. But that's what's in this box. This bag, rather. I'm not going to go through every single one. Ugh. And then the rest of this is like little made in Japan souvenirs. Like that's Atlantic City. It's a sewing machine from Atlantic City. They're not known for sewing, but whatever. And again, this was just part of the lot. So little teapot clock thing. I can't, I mean, I know what it is, but I can't, there's little horse and carriage, just little ceramics, ceramic miniatures. There's another clock and another clock. You get the idea. That's all part of this lot. Bunch of like MVP pins and cards were part of this lot. I don't think they're anything. They're from 1990. IndyCar racing champions. Those could be something. And then baseball cards. And a NASCAR puzzle. And 44 years of the finest. This is a price guide. 1992 price guide for baseball cards. And then there's a bunch of cards that are in terrible shape from the 90s that we'll probably just throw away because they're all bent to hell. So that's the rest of this box. Tote. And we'll line up something else, show you the rest. All right, so 2 more bags to go through and then a couple of random things on the other. And this is all stuff that I bought, just 2 huge table lots of just buy everything on the table for like super cheap. One was $10 and the other was $18. That was it. And then I bought the box of autographed baseball or golf balls, not real autographed, just like machine printed autographs. Bought that for $6. That Winnie the Pooh I bought for $2. And then these 2 lots were 10 and 18. And that's all we got left. So this is part of it, just a Delaware. This is like a, before there were bumper stickers, this is like a cardboard thing that just went in the window. So Delaware official vehicle, Department of Civil Defense. This plastic toy, it's battery powered. There is the lid to it in here somewhere, just fell off. But this guy might get 20 to 25 after we clean him up a bit, maybe more. Didn't really look into him. Here's an advertising thermometer for Atlantic Specialty Company. I can't read what that first letter is, but it's something tools, electric supplies. So that thermometer, according to that, it's 80 degrees in here.
Or it's still from the car outside.
Carousel music box. Now that's going to go off for the next few minutes. George Washington bust. Again, this stuff separately is just a random ladder, which I think goes to something else in there. Not so great, but if you're able to buy it as a collective, this is a German biplane. I can't make out that maker's mark, but that could do fairly well. For a little toy, that might be, 10 to 15 bucks right there. Then we've got little plastic. That's a plastic tool. And again, when you're buying a lot like this, you're buying everything. We got a bunch of patches. Pepsi NBA Hot Shot winner. Kent County, Delaware patch. Here's a, looks like a Boy Scout patch from 1980. Elks Boy Band, Washington, D.C. patch. Here's another Kent County, Delaware patch. Boston Celtics. Delmarva Winter Camper. I don't know what that is. This is a cool patch. I can't tell what it is. Lucid, Williams, McCovey, Baker, Chang, Diaz with a rocket, so space travel of some kind. And here's a Girl Scout patch. There's some more patches in here. I just want to go through them while I'm going through them. Some sort, I can't make those words out right now. Mattingly something. 1993 LAW National Half Century. Dover Downs Anniversary, 1969-1993, 25th year anniversary. This is cool, a NASA patch. And Colonial Annapolis Historical Trail. So some patches. Made in Taiwan. So you know that's got money. Just kidding. This is a Avon little candy dish. So the value of that is exactly probably zero. If I can get $10 plus shipping, that's fine. I don't know what this is, or she might just keep it. I don't know. I have no idea what this is, but it's springy, and there's a creepy looking cat bear with a kid. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I will research it, and there's no markings on the bottom except for a patent number. Patent for what? This goes in and out. I don't know. I don't know. A rocket ship thing. Tootsie Roll without the top. Tin toy. I mean, lots of smalls, right? You guys are getting it. I just dumped out a bunch of more smalls. Quaker brings you the magic of Willow. So this is from the movie in the 80s, Willow. And this is a breakfast bowl. So that could be a little something. I mean, this stuff isn't like, I'm not going to retire, right? This is a rocket bank. This could be a little something. It's just cool. Rocket bank, probably from the 60s or so. No key though. And there's something in it. And then this might be something. I don't see a maker anywhere, but that's a fire chief tin car. That could be something, and it needs a lot of cleaning. So, and then a bunch of smalls. Couple of lamps, and this is not a lamp. This is a Pennzoil hot air balloon. I don't know its value. I didn't see it in the pictures. We didn't get to go to preview day. So I don't know. It's heavy though. Little Pennzoil hot air balloon. Brand new. It's a little collectible for those that like Petroliana. A cool little piece that I can't get to sit back in the box right now. Oh, and it's got the base. And let me get this back in the box for me. And then there's a couple of Christmas trees, Christmas things, and a bunch of really small. It is heavy. There's a little watch. Xanadu watch. Probably nothing there. Oh! Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. I got one. I don't know. But yeah, that's one bag down. A lot of smalls. But after we prep this stuff, it's going to be easy to picture. Just, one, two, a couple of these will be more than that, but mostly easy to ship stuff. The patches will just, that doesn't go in there. The patches will be just, put it in the bag. I don't know what this ladder goes to still. We'll figure that out. Back in there. All right. That's mostly done. Let's get to the thing that I think is going to pay for a whole day. And that's this 1950s Fisher Price toy in the box. The box is destroyed, okay, but it's here. This toy, I paid $10 for it. I was expecting to have to pay closer to $50 for it. Because the solds on eBay, and they do sell fairly often, is like $175. I paid $10 for this Fisher Price Stagecoach, and it's in nice shape. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is in nice shape. And it's a pull-along, so kids pull it along with that Stagecoach guy. This pops up. There's little mail things in here. U.S. mail. There's a box in the back for gold, like the old Wells Fargo Stagecoaches, you know. So it's cool little toy. Not little, it's kind of big. Paid $10 for it. My comps tell me it's about $175. I've got those mail totes in there, so I might be able to get like $200, because that's what's missing from this. So this alone should pay for, now I'm not counting fees or shipping, everything that I bought today. So everything else is free because of this. Which, you know, thank you for that. Other people at the auction that did not pay attention to what was available. Okay. And then we've got another bag of random stuff. I don't know that I'm going to go through it, because there isn't a whole lot here except for like these tins, Vermont maple syrup tins. They can do okay, not like great. 15 to 20 bucks. Some Racing Champions cars still in the pack. A little crock here. I think the lid is around somewhere, but again, it's in it. I don't know how it got in there, but it's in there. And I don't think that's anything because it's not marked or anything. Oh, this is what I bought this up for. I got a beacon, a strobe, or whatever you want to call it. A light. From MME. These things can either be 30 or 40. They could be 100. I have to look up the model number. But that's a pretty good one. This thing I thought was creepy, and I don't know what it is. And this will be the last thing I show you from this bag. Teeth. Metal teeth. I don't know. Are they nutcrackers? Maybe they're nutcrackers. You put a walnut in there, and you clamp down on it. There is writing on the bottom of it, so we'll have to clean it up and see if I can read that. Something Cohen dental. No, it's Endofoam. So this is a dental product. So that could be money. That's an antique dental product. So that excites me now, because it's not just a nutcracker. Although it could be. For somebody really freaky, that could be a nutcracker. So that's something cool and unique. Let's put this in here, that in here.
are you getting into?
Just the cassettes and then these 2 fire trucks. We bought a bunch of cassettes in that lot with the first radio that I showed you. And it's all like rock. There's some John Cougar Mellencamp, Billy Joel, Bryan Adams. The other side is cooler. Huey Lewis and the News, Journey, The Cars, Vision Quest soundtrack, Footloose soundtrack, Miami Vice soundtrack, Purple Rain by Prince. Other side, and this Carrier is something too. Other side is like ZZ Top, Van Halen 2, Van Halen Women and Children First. This one's Warner Brothers. There's, let's see, George Thorogood, Motley Crue. I think I said Motley Crue. Bon Jovi, Tommy Shaw, Whitney Houston for some reason. Glenn Frey, Tom Petty. If you're into the old Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, we got you covered here. So that's something. And then this case, I don't think I could take the bumper sticker off, but this case itself is a BMI case, and it's in decent shape. That's probably a $40 case by itself, plus all the cassettes in there. We'll lot them up probably. The different artists will just go together. So that's a good little pickup as part of that lot. And we've got a Nylint fire truck as part of one of the, this is the $18 lot. So Nylint fire truck, not complete. It's missing the extending ladder there. But it still, as a parts, should bring something. And then we've got, last but not least, I don't know if this will sell. We have to look. This is a New Bright remote control fire truck. So we have to look at that and see what that's worth. If this is worth even dealing with at all. There's no corrosion, which is nice, although I see a ton of dust flying everywhere in the sunlight. And I can't get the battery compartment back on. So that's a lot of what we bought, not everything. Yep. So a lot of stuff that needs to be cleaned. Some stuff that can be pictured now and we can get our money back right away, and then we can work all week on making our profit. So that's what we're going to do. So Ashley's back there already working. So yeah, you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, all the happy horseshit. We will catch you next time.